from
Dave.
Hey, what's up, Dave? You live?
Hey, what's up, man? Is this T-Rev?
Yes, sir. What's going on?
Not much, man. I found you today. I watched your live earlier this afternoon and been watching this one. And the thing that strikes me kind of weird about all this is that I live in a college town, and I've worked with probably at least 10 Sigma Chi members. And, you know, the one thing that every single one of them I feel like has asked me is, if you were going to kill somebody, how would you get away with it? And I just wonder if maybe this is nothing more than some kid in a fraternity trying to prove himself. And that was it.
So you said you worked with 5 or 6 Sigma Chi kids, and they asked you if you can kill somebody, they can get away with it?
Yeah.
Did I hear that right?
Yeah. And
oh my God!
I know that's a thing that just like maybe people say, trying to like have interesting conversation, but like just in my head, it's like it's always been these dudes that were in the fraternity. And so it makes me wonder if it's a thing that's in their like culture, that they ask to see how smart you are and whatever, and what kind of answer you come up with, and someone took it too far.
Oh, wow. What kind of dudes would ask you that?
Well,
that's crazy as shit, man. That's an outrageous statement, man. I mean, I'd write their names down.
Yeah, man. Like you know, I like horror movies and all that kind of stuff, and I'll watch those kind of things. But like when someone like in person says some stuff like that, it's kind of like jarring. It's like, what? Why are you saying something
Stop
like
the
that?
cap.
Yeah, that's man. Who said that to you?
Like literally, like I before I even called, I counted on my hands, like how many of these guys I can remember that I worked with at this bar, and there's like 10 of them. I swear that question has always come up, and it could just be nothing. Like maybe people say that, but it makes me wonder if that's a part of that thing, and like someone just took that question and that idea and like took it too far. Like, oh, I'm going to prove to these guys that I'm in the club or whatever.
So let me hear this right. You said you were working with 6 Sigma Chi guys, and they said how could they get away with killing somebody?
Yeah, more like 10. But they would say that to me. They would say like,
You are fake news.
if you're going to kill somebody, how would you get away with that?
And
you know,
what are these guys' names?
Well, I'm not going to.
Let me get like, come on, drop 2 or 3 of them, first and last.
First and last.
That's a broad statement. I mean, you're calling me with this information when you should be on the phone with the police.
Well, I'm in a different state.
I don't care if you're in Mexico. If that's the case, and the people from the Sigma Chi told you that how can you get away with murder? I mean, I'd be on the phone telling them that.
Well, I guess what I'm trying to say is maybe it's like an exercise of like, you know, if you were going to make pasta for 100 people, how would you like prepare? How would you like execute that? Like, it's not like they're actually asking you because they want to do it. It's more like, how smart are you? How good are you? That's what I'm getting at, is that maybe they're saying, I'm going to present you with this question and see like how, capable you are like with problem solving and this and that. And maybe somebody at that fraternity took that question and took it too far.
So you're saying, so you were saying you were in Moscow
No, I wasn't in Moscow. No, I'm in a different state.
So, but you're saying you're in a different state, but you just said Sigma Chi House people. That's how they would get away with murder. So how would somebody ask you that if you're in a different state? Where did that come from?
I guess what
You
I'm
went from 5 to 10, so I mean, honestly, it doesn't even say, it sounds inconsistent.
I worked with at least 10 Sigma Chi members, but it was in a different state, not in Moscow, in a different state. I'm just saying maybe the culture of that fraternity, like they have questions that they ask, and maybe somebody took that question too literally and too seriously as a way to prove themselves.
And what state are you in?
I'm in Utah.
So I mean, you can't give up the identity of anybody who asks you that. You don't think that's important to the families that need justice? That these people
Well,
could be there?
I worked with these people. This is probably 10 years ago. I'm not trying to say that I know the literal people. This is more of a me kind of scrutinizing the culture of like secret societies or whatever, like fraternities, like this club mentality, like our group and our thing, which I don't have a problem with it necessarily, but it's a thing that's kind of been in the back of my mind through all this.
I mean, that's pretty crazy, man. I'm just trying to figure out like who would ask you that and why you wouldn't even report something like that. If somebody asked me that shit, you wouldn't report that to the authorities?
I just kind of thought they were kind of trying to be edgy or something, like if you ran over your neighbor's dog, how would you get away with it? Kind of that kind of attitude.
Yeah, but why would that conversation even come about?
I don't know. That's my thing. That's why it's.
And you're saying you're a teacher?
Stuck with me. I'm not a teacher. No. I just worked. I worked at a bar with some frat boys.
Okay.
But it just makes me wonder if the culture of fraternities and that kind of thing, the things that they do, maybe it went too far.
I don't know, man.
Does that sound like a thing? Have you heard anything like that, or I don't know?
I get what you're saying, but at the same time, like, I just don't understand how. First of all, how old are these people that you were working with? How old do you think they are now?
A lot of them are probably in their late 30s, early 30s. And I don't think they had anything to do with this. I'm just wondering more about like if the Greek, the fraternity sorority thing, like if they've got stuff going on in there that like someone feels like they got to prove themselves, and they take a benign kind of question that's more about trying to ask you like to prove yourself, how smart you are. And they took it too far.
Okay. Trying to think here, man. Are these people that you seen on a regular night basis at where you worked at the bar? Or are these people that
Yeah, I worked with them.
So, how do you know? And you said you never lived out there.
Mm-mm.
So
no.
How do you know they went to the Sigma Chi?
Because I know they did. Like some of them lived at that house in Utah where I live. I'm not saying that all fraternity members are murderers. What I'm saying is like maybe questions like that and things, No.
I get what you're saying on that end. I'm asking you, how do you know they were at the Sigma Chi? Because if you live in Utah, how do you know all these 5 to 10 guys went to the Sigma Chi? In case you're friends with them, or you know what I mean?
Yeah, I worked with them, and then I'd actually been up to their house at like some parties before.
Okay.
It wasn't.
I'm not trying to back on you, but I'm just trying to figure out. I'm trying to grasp how you knew these guys, or you get what I'm saying. I'm trying to grasp how you knew they went to the Sigma Chi. How that's what I'm trying to get to.
Yeah, some of them lived there, and I went up there and like hung out, and like they were all nice and everyone was pretty cool. I guess I'm wondering if there's like a thing, because they have secret things they do in those fraternities, and it makes me wonder if like, questions like that, like, if you were going to murder somebody, how would you get away with it? That's maybe more trying to like figure out like how smart you are. Somebody took it too literally and thought they could prove themselves. That's kind of my only thing, and that's why I don't know. That's why I called.
I'm just trying to figure out, I really, really, really just trying to figure out how you knew that. First you said 5 and then it jumped to 10.
No, it was 10.
Well, first you did say 5 though.
Oh.
You said 5 guys and then you jumped up to 10. And I'm just trying to figure out how you knew that. I don't know the Sigma Chi like that. All I know is it's Sigma Chi house is in Moscow, Idaho. So
yeah, and I'm not saying that Sigma Chi's are murderers. That's not what I'm trying to say.
No. I didn't say you were saying that, but to say that they asked how do you get away with a murder, that's just it's a broad statement.
Yeah, man. It's a jarring thing to hear. It's like, what? Like, we're having some beers. Why are you asking questions like that? That's, and I don't think they were asking for advice. I think it was more of a mental exercise. But to me, it's like not that. It's not a cute question. It's messed up.
Right. Huh. No, I see what you're saying, but I mean, you did say 5 at first and then changed it to 10.
Well, okay. Well,
you
yeah,
did. You did. I'm just saying you did. I pay attention to what people say.
Okay. Yeah. That's cool.
But I mean, I don't. Maybe it was 6, 7, 8. I don't. Maybe you can't retract all the way and just said 5 because you were nervous. I have no idea. I don't.
I am nervous. I don't normally like call into things and do this kind of thing, but like this has been a thing in the back of my head after like hearing about this stuff for the last few weeks, and I don't know. I just wonder if if this was even more senseless than a jealous boyfriend or whatever. Like if it was just someone trying to prove themselves and that's it.
Right.
And I don't know. Maybe this is an inappropriate call for your show, but I just
I mean,
you said
Sigma Chi guys, but I mean, if they're in their 30s, it wouldn't. I'm pretty sure most of these other dudes are what? Are they any of them that go to the college now?
Oh no. I'm saying they're probably in their 30s now. At the time that I worked with these guys like 10 years ago. I'm not trying to say it's any of these guys. I'm more just going. I'm just trying to say like maybe that they have the culture of fraternity life has weird questions and weird stuff that comes up, and maybe that's what motivated someone to do something like this.
Right. Now, just when I hear something like that, when I hear something like that, you're like 5 to 10 dudes. You did say 5 and then you changed it to 10, but I'll give you the benefit of the doubt on that you're just nervous. But I put it like you were like, they asked you how they can get away with murder or killing somebody or whatever. That just strikes me as super odd that somebody would even ask you that,
Yeah, they asked me like, how would I do that?
Yeah, how would I? Yeah, how would you do that? That's just
I'm like, I don't know. I don't think about stuff like that. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, that is pretty weird.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just something I thought I'd throw out there. Anyways, I subscribed, and I've enjoyed like listening to your live stream and everything. So thank you. I'll let you get to the next caller, man.
Yeah, no doubt, man.
Keep up the good work, dude. Appreciate you.
Appreciate it. Oh no, that was a little weird for me, but anyways. I heard many contradictions in that, and that ain't attacking nobody, by the way. That's contradictory is what I heard, but hey.